Is your baby waking up every 1, 2, 3 hours and you're thinking, is there something wrong with my baby? Well, rest assured, it's probably biologically normal, and no, you haven't really caused it yourself. Much of what we expect from baby sleep comes from modern routines like the Industrial Revolution, where everyone had to go out to work and therefore babies had to sleep, not their biology. Well, research by James McKenna, if you are a co-sleeper, you may well know about him. Well, James McKenna, he looked specifically at how mothers and babies slept together, particularly in breastfeeding pairs. One of his papers on infant night waking described how mothers and babies form basically a sleep dyad and a biological system at night where they're both in lighter stages of sleep. They wake and respond to each other pretty much instantly. Those night wakings are not random. They are what feels like to me constant, but they're a part of feeding, bonding and regulation together. And I know this because I have a breastfed co-sleeping baby. She's in my bed, and it's 9 o'clock and she doesn't really like to be without me. She keeps waking up to touch me. My name is Joanna. I am a mum of 2. I have a 9-month-old and a 2.5-year-old, and basically I love research. I want to become a better parent, so if you're like me and you like research-based stuff, I'm trying to do it concisely. So please do hit subscribe if you're interested in research-based parenting tips. We want to be better parents together. Anyway, back to research. Frequent arousal had various benefits. They maintained breastfeeding, basically baby wants to latch back on all the time. It keeps baby in a lighter sleep stage. This is really beneficial because if baby goes into too deep a sleep state, then they're at risk of SIDS. So actually you want them to be in a light sleep state to regulate their body temperature, their heart rate, all these sorts of things. And also there's an ongoing interaction between mum and baby. So instead of night waking being a problem, it's actually part of how infant sleep is designed. Interestingly, other studies find that breastfeeding mum and baby, they actually have a closer synchrony of their cortisol levels, basically showing how at night mum regulates their baby and keeps their cortisol levels in check. This shows that closeness and responsiveness at night are a part of how a baby regulates themselves. And when we look more broadly at sleep research, we can see that babies have shorter sleep cycles. They spend a lot more time in lighter stages of sleep, which means they're likely to wake up a little bit more, and waking between cycles is very normal. So for the first year, 2, maybe even 3 years of life, it's very normal and it's just development. So when we should hear that babies should be sleeping through the night pretty early on, or, how is sleep going? Those are expectations, cultural ones. They're not biological expectations. In reality, most babies will be waking up pretty frequently for the first year, maybe beyond. And I have a 2.5-year-old. I can attest to that. What does this mean for you? Well, we can maybe stop thinking, how can I stop my baby waking, to what can I do to get through this for myself and for the baby? You want something that is sustainable for you, that you don't mind doing. Personally, I co-sleep and I just whap the boob out, and it means that we both go back to sleep pretty much instantly and I don't have to get up. I like that for myself. And trust me, with my first baby, he was going to be in his cot, and I spent a year and a half of my life just being awake at night all the time. Second time round, I get a little bit more sleep. For you, that might be bum patting, shushing, I don't know, putting a dummy back in, whatever feels right for you. You want to make sure that you're finding ways to rest, whether you're having extra naps, having a lie-in or co-sleeping. And lastly, and I think most importantly, is adjust your expectation around sleep. When you know that it's normal for sleep to be all over the place and not linear, then you don't worry about it as much and you just go with the flow. So baby sleep isn't something that you fix, it's something that just develops over time. If you like this video, please do hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you for another research paper video. See you later.